We back. I am DC Rock.
Cloud.
King Juice. Bitch.
Word. So, yeah, so this episode, we're going to get into episode 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying? To get us, all caught up. So, the way episode 4 starts, like, first of all, what y'all thought about episode 4 and 5?
Shit, I thought they was like great episodes. To be honest, I thought they was great episodes. I thought like it was leading up to something big. They just kept the lead on and it just kept going. Right. It wasn't like no pause in it. Everything was being like so suspicious. So something was gonna happen, and I think all that. I think it was dope. I think they both dope. Episode 4 and 5.
Yeah, for sure. I think 4 and 5 was dope. I think it was great for a mid-season finale. It had me hyped up for the next episode to come. And I'm gonna be real. I don't know how everybody else felt, but I was pissed that Power decided to take a holiday break. Hey, Courtney Kemp, 50 Cent, everybody, stars, everybody who's a part of that. Fuck y'all.
Who started
that doing
shit?
That
yeah,
shit.
Home, nigga. I done heard y'all do. Look, man. Y'all do this shit all the time. I get it. I expect Power to take a mid-season break. That y'all made that bullshit up. By
yeah, I was about to say Power was the first show I think I watched that like literally do that shit. All the other shows that I watched do like a whole.
How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal and all that used to do that same shit.
I don't remember none of that.
And then me and my kids, we be watching like the DC shows, and they do the same thing.
You might be right with the Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder.
I don't watch shows where people don't get shot in.
Well, now How to Get Away with Murder.
No, Scandal was too, because they had the hitman.
Yeah.
They had the hitman.
When I say people get shot in, I mean like... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I watch nigga shit.
Gun held sideways. Right. If they ain't get killed, if the murderer doesn't hold the gun sideways.
If at least one person ain't wearing a do-rag, Juice not watching it.
Word.
Facts.
But I agree with y'all. I believe 4 and 5 definitely rose the bar. When it comes to the suspense, definitely led up to a great season finale. I mean, mid-season finale. We'll get into it, but I really love the last 2 scenes of episode 5. We'll get into it, but yeah, I think the writers did a great job. I think it definitely felt like a finale or a mid-season finale. That could have been, I mean, of course, depending on how they wrote the rest of the episodes, but hell, that was a hell of a cliffhanger. That could have been a season finale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, technically it was. I feel like we finna into Power Book 2, Season 2, Part 2.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look.
Because he trying to lead this on it,
Fuck
too.
y'all and all y'all quote-unquote angel numbers. All you 1111, 111, 222, 333 PS people. They don't mean shit, okay? So I guarantee you that the people that they sat there and say, you know what we could do? It's year 2022. So we gonna start Ghost Book 2, Season 2, and have a Part 2 to Season 2.
Word. It sounds like what they'll do to make some more money.
Yeah.
Damn, look.
But well, we'll get into how everything started. So episode 4, we start out with Monet. She sneaks up on Carrie in her car. You know, the classic, get in my car thinking I'm cool, thinking I'm finna turn my radio on and get grooving. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, somebody in my backseat got a gun in my head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She break her window first.
Well, yeah, she broke her window. Nah, she wasn't already in the car. She broke her window and then got in and was like, bitch. So basically she tells her like, yo, find out who killed this professor guy, Jabari. You know, because basically she wanted the proof so she can take it off her nephew or her son.
Right.
Zeke, yeah.
So I got one question. Where did Carrie park at? Because if she's leaving school and she's on campus,
No.
and then she parked with the teachers.
No, so she was originally there to meet Zeke. She thought she was meeting Zeke.
Oh, so it was off
Right.
campus.
Right.
Okay,
'Cause she was texting Zeke, but Monet had the phone.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Because at first I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, how
I
the
seen
fuck
like
would-
some girlfriend shit. She done went through your phone
Yeah.
piece, so she like, give me the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she texting the bitch like, we finna meet. No, we finna. No,
Right.
we. You. I want to meet the bitch. You know what I mean?
Nah, so
Shorty like, oh, man, she excited.
You thinking the wrong way. You thinking think about the other way. When the side chick meet the main chick and then they, hey, meet me here.
Yeah, it's usually because the side chick will always want to make her presence known.
Yeah, she got to
You
that
can't
point.
do that side chick shit, bro. It's just a headache.
I mean, hey, we just watched the whole shopping spree of side chicks making themselves known to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no, that's
You watched out, yeah, Effie go
honestly,
shopping
none of them
together.
was a side chick because he didn't have a main one. He just played it neutral with everybody until we go talk about it this episode where he, you know what I mean? But yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. So let's get more.
But I
into it.
think that was the set. I think that was a good start because we kind of know where shit was headed.
Yeah.
Shit was kind of headed. It's gonna be like Zeke episode.
Yeah, episode 4 was definitely applying pressure.
Yeah.
That could have been a subtitle. Like applying pressure. So Tariq goes to see Davis and tells him. So Tariq goes to Davis and Sachs tells him about Ramirez's gun. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was he telling them? He told them about the gun, but he was like, y'all should go do something, and then the gun.
I remember correctly. It was, if I remember correctly, the whole thing was to make it not come back on Zeke. So in other words, go find the body, go find the gun. Let's get it happen because the theory is that okay, so Tariq shoots the professor, and knowing that Kane killed Ramirez, to plant Ramirez's gun to make it like Ramirez killed Jabari,
Right.
to then run off out of town and disappear.
Right, so they planted Ramirez's gun on Jabari's body.
Right. So yeah, but so what they did was in reverse was plant the body.
Yeah.
Word.
Instead of planting the gun, you plant the body because the body was done for. It wasn't about the body.
Right.
As far as anybody else know,
But they did plant the gun though. And that's what
thing
Tariq was talking to them
Tariq's plan actually worked. What happened is that Zeke unworked it.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. That's basically what he did.
That's what happened.
So then that's followed by a funny ass scene where basically like I guess the dean or the headmaster or whatever of the campus, he calls a meeting where he officer FBI agent Whitmore or something Whitman or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He calls him, he calls Carrie, he calls Tate, Simon Stern. That nigga funny.
Yeah, that nigga funny,
He
man.
gay as hell in this shit.
But he
Big
funny.
Yeah, he funny as hell. He funny as hell.
But they call them all in. So basically, they wanted to state that they was naming Tate, the new liaison between the students or the campus and the cops, being with his political and his background as a cop.
Yeah.
Stein wanted to talk to the FBI agent and demand that he, you know what I'm saying, fall back on Zeke. Because, you know, from their standpoint, they basically like, look, you know what I'm saying?
You got a far hill to be climbing up on the number one draft pick.
Word.
Yeah.
where he gonna be
It's proved
protected.
that he is a murderer. And the reason he is a murderer is because of a jealous rage behind an inappropriate teacher relationship he was having.
But they don't know all that. Because they asked him, they was like, so what evidence? Like, why is you even on his bed? What
No, that's what I'm
evidence?
saying. But they knew that enough to. That's what Buddy was. His case was built off of. So
Word.
he looked at him and was like, "The fuck is this?"
Right.
I don't think they knew about the teacher smash.
That was his whole.
Right.
That was the detective's
Right.
whole. You know how they what's that
Right.
shit? The motive.
Motive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
enough to find out. It ain't enough to say, "Yo, I believe you killed this person."
Right. But they, yeah, he.
What
he
was
ain't
the
share none of that
motive?
shit.
That what can I build us the motive to say why you would have done so, and that was the motive.
Yeah,
Right.
the detective basically was trying to tell them that ain't none of their business.
Word. Yeah. So yeah.
And you can't order me to do nothing. And Simon was like,
He's like,
the detective was like, I don't take orders from you.
He's
And then
like-
Simon was like, everybody take orders from me.
right.
Right. Everybody.
He did the rich white man
Right.
thing. I'll be sure to
Everybody
talk
takes
to the
order from
commissioner about it when I have dinner with him.
Right.
Face ass. But yeah, so you know they all have a sit down and you know they basically go through that, and Carrie tells everyone about the notes that Jabari had that possibly led to the realization of, like, you know, there's some type of drug pipeline through the campus.
So, what that is to me, with her, she started putting things together.
Yeah. Because she knew she was like the process.
Well, she was just trying to get the light off her.
Anything, everything off of her.
Word.
So she was like, drugs.
Right.
Right.
Like, so, real life situation, this really happened. In the O.J. Simpson trial, they were grasping for straws so much at one point in time as a defense for him that one of their main defenses is that they went for saying that the victim may have caught a Colombian necktie, which is saying that there were drug lords coming after Nicole Brown Simpson so badly for unpaid drug debts that they cut her throat and dragged her tongue through it and put it out there as a Colombian necktie, which was considered a gang tactic at the time.
Is that what happened to her?
No, that was them grasping at straws. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When
Sometimes you gotta reach for the
when something is on you,
Right.
you are going to do whatever you can come up with
Right.
to get it off of you.
Right, right.
And I said that to say that is a real, like, that people will go that far to grab at straws
Right.
to find a reason to just get it off. That really happened in the OJ trial. That was
Word.
one of their defenses at first before they found out the glove didn't fit.
Well, I mean, shit. All right. So yeah, Davis tells Monet. So Davis goes to link up with Monet to talk about the you know, case and all of that, and
Yeah.
what it would cost and all that good shit. He basically tell us an M.
Yeah.
And at first she was just like, bro, you crazy. And he was like, nah,
That's
you
what it
need me.
is.
You need me, and this is what it is. So she was just like, bet. So she go in a little safe. Money gone. Of course, we all know who took the money.
Diana took the money.
Right.
Dirty Diana took the money.
Diana took the money so she could possibly get her dad out.
Yeah.
Because her dad was working on a situation to get himself out.
Fact.
But he needed the money.
And I don't know who shot this season or who did the makeup this season. Can we blame it on the makeup?
You can't blame it on the makeup. You talking about Diana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could blame
Diana looks very old.
Yeah, she should show her natural self because
She looks old.
I follow her on Instagram and she don't look like that old.
Yeah, on IG?
Yeah.
Okay. you follow on Instagram?
So
How long you been following on Instagram, bro?
Yeah, we follow each other.
she follow you back?
Nah, I'm just
Hey, look, I'm out here, man.
Oh, this nigga said we follow each other. Oh snap! With the cracking to each other.
Right.
No, hey, look, the makeup artists that see I'm just being real. Y'all aged her badly. She don't get no sleep. And she got age lines on her face. Like, it looks bad.
Yeah.
It looks bad.
Yeah, they ain't. Yeah, bags under her eyes.
Yeah, like yo, yeah. Y'all got beef against dark skinned women.
I don't know now. Well, let me see. You got married. Yeah.
I did let Tasha run around with them bad wigs for years.
Horrible. Horrible. Yeah, I feel like they called Tyler Perry Studios. I was like, y'all got some extra wigs.
Let me get a couple of them.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so yeah. So then we realized that Tate's brothers put on the case. And he immediately comes in like a miniature wrecking ball.
Yo,
the funniest scene, yo.
Cause he's short as hell.
He's short and bald.
The way they introduced him was so much dramatic.
Right. That nigga walked in like.
And
they knew what they was doing, bruh.
It was like a WWF entrance. Like all you needed was the sound of the grass breaking.
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold. That nigga just walked in. And then the funny thing was the white lady holding the door open for her, so she was facing the camera and he was walking across. And at no time was her face like that man walked clean under her chin.
Never
bro.
one time did you see a breakage in the seam of her face.
That was hilarious.
He just walked in underneath her chin.
But basically, yeah. So we found out that he's on the case and he clashes immediately. I think his name was FBI Whitmore or Whitman or something like that. But they clash immediately because he's basically, he represents
Tate.
I ain't even gonna say the audience, but he represents some common sense. Like, bro, this is a bunch of bullshit. Like,
yeah,
it's something else going on here because just the facts, what's the normal protocol, what normal things would mean to somebody with logic, and what they would go after. Like you all the way over here with it. Like,
yeah, we not about to go for your bullshit.
Yeah, basically what that conversation.
And the wild part about it is that his logic is so logical that he's right, but does it matter?
And that's what we talked about on our last episode.
Yeah.
They gunning for the right people, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, got the right person for one, but not the other.
Yeah.
You're trying to charge them for. Never mind. We got to finish the episode.
Right. Yeah. So, Mecca tells Kane. So Mecca and Kane, we cut to them. They're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And
Mecca has some situations for Kane to go holler at. So Kane got some family going on. Woo woo. So Mecca always plays this bait and I take it away from you game with Kane.
Yeah.
So he like, oh well, shit, So Kane I could handle both.
Whose idea was it for him to do the monotone voice all the time? You ever notice his voice doesn't change no matter what's going on? He would be choking somebody. Hey, I told you. Then he called him on name. I told you that I've always loved you.
Right.
Talking to Kane. Didn't I tell you to get rid of that guy? And it's like, bro, he never has a voice change.
Right.
I would say on the director, between the actor and the director.
You gotta keep this same voice.
Yeah,
the
whole time. Like, yes, there are strippers here. Enjoy yourself. Nigga, didn't I tell you not to talk in front of company?
Word.
Like, it's the same motherfucker.
Make it sound like Kane.
Word.
He does. The real Kane.
The real Kane.
He say explode shit.
Right.
But when he tells him about it, he tells him, so he goes in and tells him like, yo,
right.
he asks what it is. So he tells him about Zeke and his situation, how they need a meal. So honestly, I thought when I first watched this, I'm like, okay, so he finna put him onto a meal.
Yeah.
Which it isn't the case. But he does tell him about something, out that he, you know what I'm saying, he going back and forth with, and that he want everything. He want him shut down. So he give him a few addresses to go, you know what I'm saying, take the bread, give him, his little piece, and they can take the rest for Zeke. So I mean, I thought that was, pretty cool.
Yeah, cause that's when Kane started using Braden.
Yeah, for the getaway.
Yeah, basically told Braden that you gonna be my driver for these licks.
What was the name of that movie, Baby? About the white boy who could drive like.
I don't watch anything with white people in.
Damn. What was it? It was a dope movie. I think it was
kinda. Cause there are white people in season 2 of The Wire, and Tommy exists in power, so obviously I make exceptions.
Word. So that was the next joint. Kane then recruits Braden to be his driver.
Here's the wild part, right? Is that Kane keeps telling Braden that he's underneath Tariq.
Yeah.
As a manipulation tactic.
Right.
When he has Braden pretty much doing the same exact shit that he kidnapped him for in season 1.
Right. Yeah.
To work for him.
Right.
He's doing the exact same shit that he did to him in season 1, except now he gets to ride in the passenger seat while he does it.
Right.
Or driving around while he does it.
Right.
Well, if you
and
remember,
then
Tommy,
use that logic for him to not listen to Tariq.
But if you remember though, Tommy was mad cool with Kanan. Tommy ain't had nothing to do with what they did to Kanan. Tommy had genuine love and respect for Kanan.
That's true. I'm just talking about the potholes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, character-wise, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything makes 100% sense character-wise.
So Zach, we already know that Zach is smashing, you know what I'm saying, the other lawyer lady or whatever.
Yeah.
So while they doing their thing, she kind of put a little bug in his ear, like the judge or whoever who put away, the prosecutor who put away Lorenzo.
Mm-hmm.
He was on some wild shit. So, if you kind of know anything about law, if the prosecutor screwed up, then everybody that prosecutor prosecuted can use that to get out. You feel me? Like this
most
person
people will get out on that,
and they will get out. So when he peeped that, he immediately jumped up because all he heard was cha-ching. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he hit up Davis like, "Yo, we can get Buddy out."
Now here's my only problem with that scene. She says it. He says, "Wasn't that da-da-da?" She says, "Yeah." She comes back out, sees him. She pops her head back through the door, and then the next scene we see is him popping up, going and going to the phone. Bitch, you didn't see this nigga do this shit? that wasn't suspicious to you. You don't know who he worked for. You know what?
I feel you.
Never mind.
Certain people don't.
They lying to her. She just got the D. She in the shower. She want him to come to the shower to get round 2. She ain't thinking about none of that.
I feel you. Again, not saying it ain't a good story, but I'm just putting out the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Nah.
But he do jump up. He do jump up, and he look at some court documents.
Mm-hmm. All while she in the shower.
Yeah.
Or not even in the shower.
Yeah, getting ready.
Bitch ain't even got in there yet.
Word.
He already going through the court documents.
He see the court documents and he see the paperwork on Ramirez's gun. And so Tariq was right about what he said. You know what I mean? So, that was kind of something paying off. So you remember we talked about this in I think our first episode when Shorty put those drugs in Lauren's little nightstand thing,
Yeah.
and I knew
Yeah.
that was gonna come back
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So sure enough, the cops found the drugs because of what Miss Carey, Professor Carey, said earlier when she put them on game that Jabari was speaking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In his notes, possible drug pipeline. They was like, all right, bet. Well, we'll just do a
We'll
sweep.
sweep everything.
Yeah.
You feel
Which got
me?
her caught up in the
Which
wire
got
situation.
Lauren caught up because they went through her room, found the pills, which she didn't know was there, which is why you can't just be having everybody in your shit, bro.
Hell no. And Power.
Because then you would be
Show-
wrong if you snitched at that point, bro. They ain't mind Shorty was over there.
Yeah, Shorty was old. Yeah, my
Yeah.
friends them over
Feel
there
me?
like
That's
you
my
like a
hoes.
jackass.
Right.
But Power is real good there. Power has those things where if you don't pay attention to everything that's going on,
Got to.
they'll try to tie in some shit where you said C.
Yeah.
They did that shit to Ghost.
And I tell
where
you that.
Ghost said one Spanish sentence. And we didn't think in the very first fucking episode. And we didn't think nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
Right. But it's
five
also how it's
seasons.
shot. You got to think about, like, I can tell you this as a filmmaker,
Yeah.
especially with these big budget films. But if you're watching a film and they take the time to show you something, they're showing it to you for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me when I say every second counts, bro. You will be in the editing room and you got 3 minutes worth of stuff that you want to put in, but you only got 1 minute of room because you have a certain amount. You feel me?
Yeah.
Every second counts. So if they take us 3, 4, 5 seconds to show you something, zoom into something, you know, to for someone to say something and the camera's on me, hear some music, like, pay attention.
But you know there are a lot of shows and movies who do shit like that just for the shot or just for a scene and it never calls back.
Right.
Power does that shit so often you don't know what the fuck is being
Yeah.
called back or if it's ever gonna be called back.
Right.
That shit.
It's just like who the fuck ever thought we'd ever get a whole episode worth of pies and knowing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, how many episodes was she ever in the whole series? 4.
Yeah.
And then we had a whole episode dedicated to her at the end as a possible killer.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't think that shit
Yeah.
would happen, but all her episodes and every time she popped up for a little bit, they used all of that
Good
to
shit.
matter in
Yeah.
her episode. And the one episode we didn't think that we would care about watching, it made us give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. That's some
Power
good-
is good at that.
That's some
Word.
good writing.
It's good writing. Power is good at that.
Word. So when they find the pills in Lauren's room, you know what I'm saying, of course they pull her in, and so it's Tate's brother that's interrogating her.
Micro Mini.
Micro Mini.
and then
Mini Tate. That's his name.
Right,
We'll call
Mini
him Mini
Tate.
Tate.
and then Professor Carey walk in. Campbell, I don't know her last name, but Professor Carey,
Milgram.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call him Milgram.
Professor Milgram walks in, so she takes defense immediately. You know, like, what's going on? Like, woo. So Tate brother talked to her and he laid it out like, bro, we done caught this shorty, can be facing these charges, who out the bound. So it's a double-edged sword at this point for Miss Milgram. What's her name? Milgram, right?
Yeah. Carey Milgram.
So now, on the one hand, she do care about Short and she want to protect her, but on the second
Right.
hand, this is her opportunity to use this situation to her advantage based on the pistol that was up to her head.
Yeah.
So now she walks back in the room and now she on some slick shit, scares the girl and talk her into putting the wire on. Which we was having a debate earlier. We could put a side note. We was having a debate earlier as to whether or not this was snitching. Now, you feel like this is snitching, Lauren agreeing to put this watch on.
No.
Why not?
Because to me, snitching is if 3 of us here go and rob a store, we decided to go rob that store together. And if you get caught and you say, well, shit, these other 2 niggas robbed it with me, that's telling. That's snitching.
If I didn't rob the store with you and I saw you and I say, well, them niggas is the one who stole it, that's not snitching?
Was you with us?
No.
No, you were just somebody who just saw some shit. And you told what you saw. You not snitching. Who are you snitching on? Who are you telling?
But if I can point them out type shit.
Yeah, you not snitching, bro. You had nothing to do with anything. You
I
were not part of it.
I agree with what you said about that example.
Yeah,
But to me, that's not what Lauren is doing. Because Lauren is wearing a full-out wire and going around campus
yeah, but
wearing this wire, talking to whoever, so these people can listen to it.
she's not. She's not.
You're basically the police.
No. That's what, no. That's what I was saying.
RoboCop.
A police is not a snitch. It's a police. There's a diff. A police is not a snitch. Polices need snitches. She not a snitch. She's policing.
I mean,
She a police ass bitch. She's not a snitch. She's a
well,
police
why
ass
are you a
bitch.
rat? She a rat, bro.
No, she's a police ass bitch.
Nah.
Okay,
I feel like a police.
She's a tattletale.
No. I feel like we all had a job somewhere, and we had that one manager that took their job too serious, that told them everything that was on you. That kind of felt like they had the authority that they didn't even have, and to me, that's some policing ass shit.
That's what I'm saying. She is a police ass motherfucker. She is not a snitch. She is not actively.
But she's not going out giving like that entitled authority, I got some,
But she's not actively participating in anything that they're asking her to get any information on.
To watch.
Well, I'm saying she's not actively participating in any crime. She's not a active participant in any crime.
So you're saying that if you had some illegal shit going on, and somebody who was outside of your illegal operation, right?
Yeah.
But was directed by the cops to then wear a wire and come into your illegal operation, that's not snitching?
No, they weren't. They're not a snitch. They're a mole. They're a rat.
I mean, rat and snitch can.
No. To me, they're two different.
To me, every snitch is a rat, but every rat isn't necessarily a snitch.
That's what I was saying.
But that was some snitching ass rat shit to me. Like I feel like I don't care where you come from in life. You understand once somebody say put a wire on.
I don't hold her to the same moral. I don't hold her to the same moral.
I wouldn't hold her to the same degree. Right. But at the same time, nigga, once they tell you to put a wire on, you know that I'm getting somebody fucked up.
And if that's what you decide to do, you are a police ass motherfucker.
Nah. I mean,
however you view police is how you are viewed.
It won't be the same as if you was with them guys and you got banged up and then you snitch. But just once you put a wire on, you are.
To me, you're not a police because they got a job to do. They professional job is to be a police. You're a civilian that was taught to put a wire on to go see what these people are talking about, knowing that the real professionals are trying to hear this shit so they can lock somebody
security of the world.
Nah.
Hell no. Even
I would say this though.
Is like the manager.
If
I'm paid to do that shit.
Hey, what Friday said? What you look like a damn? Well, I look like that a damn snitch.
Right.
What you look like? What you look like?
Nah. If I find out she wearing that, if I find out a person like Lauren is wearing that wire, I probably wouldn't get as mad as a person that I know that knows. Way better.
We don't know. You come from this, and we participate in this.
But at the same day, I'm gonna let her know you're a snitch, and don't do this again.
It ain't even about doing it again.
I give it to her. She don't know no better.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between wearing the wire and calling 911?
Nah. What you calling 911 for?
If you are, she is not okay, when I say wearing the wire, I'm not talking about somebody who is or was an active participant in the crimes. Mm-hmm. And because they got caught, are now flipping to catch other people to get a lighter sentence. Bruh. That is a snitch to me. Now
that is the worst snitch to me.
No. That is the pure definition of what a snitch is. Period.
Nah.
Yes, it is. Straight up. Nah. If we are all selling drugs together, and I get caught selling drugs with y'all. I get caught by myself, and they say, "Hey, you know what? For a lighter sentence, for what you get caught with, you get 10 years." But if you give us these other guys, you'll get 6 years instead of 10.
I mean, I feel you.
That's what snitching is. That's how the shit works.
That's the worst snitching.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say
the guy across the street who does nothing but go to work and go home every day calls 911 and says these guys are selling drugs across the street from my house. He is not a snitch. He is a motherfucking tattletale, but he is a civilian.
But he is a
civilian. He's supposed to call.
I agree. He's not a snitch. But if you call 911, you giving the. If we selling drugs here, neighbor call 911 as a civilian.
Yeah.
You giving me the cops don't know what I'm doing other than you telling them I'm selling drugs. Right. I can get out of that.
You right.
But if you wearing a wire all the time around me and I'm talking to you about shit, they got evidence now. That's evidence. Okay, I can hide my drugs if I hear sirens.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Why the hell would you be talking illegal shit to a civilian?
Because it's my girl.
So you telling me, Juice?
It's my girl.
All right. This your homeboy.
I don't know. She got it.
If your girl call the cops on Deuce as your nigga, she know this.
She know what he doing, right?
She's been told. She don't know per se, but she know she fuck with you. You are nigga, and she know this your nigga, right?
And she has no idea what he may be doing.
She doesn't
know. Snitching.
She doesn't know until this person says, "Yo, nigga, best friend is doing this, and I want you to wear this wire to catch him."
That is snitching.
That's what she's doing. That is literally the situation. We believe they was telling her that we think is Braden. Even though she know that she can't say it's Tyreek, because if she say it's Tyreek, she know her and Tyreek together because of they came in with the hand holding and joint. So she know I can't straight up say it's Tyreek and wear this wire to catch Tyreek. So we're going to say it's Braden, and we want you to catch him, and this can save you and Tyreek. That's how she pitched it to her. She scared her. And she said, "This is going to fall back on you and Tyreek. So put this watch on so we can catch Braden."
That is still a 100% unaware civilian being sent into a police ass situation.
Well, her prettiness is getting to you.
No, it's not, bro. Look at it. I'm being real.
No,
look, if the person across the street, if the police come up and say, "Hey, we believe the person across the street from you is selling drugs. So we're going to put a wire on you. So go across the street and try to buy drugs from them." Is that snitching?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. What?
Yes. I'll tell you what.
They work for the police.
If
that's policing, not snitching.
No, bro.
That's policing.
That is an informant, a snitch.
That is policing.
No. All right, well.
That is policing.
All right.
No.
All right.
I don't say either one is right, by the way.
I put it to you this way. They both lame.
They
their names. Get out.
They both lame.
And we'll see
they both lame.
What the street courts say about that.
I mean, well, look, streets say anything to snitching, so.
Yeah.
They say you get out of jail too soon to snitching.
Yeah.
They say that because 9 times out of 10, if you got out of jail too soon, you snitch.
Bruh, you could have a whole lawyer and paperwork that and can have bond money because you have money set aside. Let you have your bond money too fast and get out of jail.
Okay, I ain't going out. I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about nigga. You been in jail. You been in jail with no bond. With you know what I'm saying?
No, go to jail with no bond and you get out.
Charges, felony.
Nigga, you told.
And then you get out.
Yeah, you told.
Nigga, you told.
Yes, you told. No, I'm talking.
I'm saying some paranoid niggas out there, bro. You got a $500 bail. You made bail too quick, nigga. It was
Now that's what I'm saying. That shit happens all the time.
Well, nah.
That shit.
I'm not even entertaining that.
Nigga, you
But brother, do you not have $500 to get out of jail?
You just went in. You got out already on that shit. You just had a kick though. Yeah, the bond on it was it was a $5,000 bond, so I could pay $500 to get out. Nah, bro, this shit was a $5,000 bond.
Well, that comes from your
stupid ass.
That comes from
Because to me, policing is my neighbor just calling 911.
yeah. Our music's too loud.
But
we
if
have
the
too many
police
people
come to
over.
you and say, "Yo, my neighbor's selling drugs," but we gonna wear a wire, and I want you to get cool with them so we can know what's going on.
That's an informant.
That's a snitch.
It's a snitch. No. An
Different word for
informant.
different things.
No, an informant.
Either way, they're all tattletales. Nobody likes a
You just
tattletale.
said three things that literally mean the same thing. A tattletale is
It's how they go about
snitching.
it. It's how they go about
An
it.
informant is
It's
just
how they go about it.
the
Fuck all of
official term
It is
for
fuck
a
all of
tattletale.
them.
Because a
Fuck all
cop is not
rats.
going to say tattletale.
Fuck all rats. Let's just say that.
We'll put them all away.
Yeah.
God, dude.
God damn, I don't know where we just went. Let me get back in my bag with this power shit. I forgot.
Going
what the hell
back
we
and
was
forth about
doing.
damn tattletales. I don't fuck them niggas no way.
I
Fuck
thought
them
we was
niggas.
at Holly Unique Radio for a minute. Word. So yeah, that's basically what we were. So they found the pills in Lauren room. So Tate, brother, he starts to interrogate her. Professor Mir gonna come in. He let her know what it is. So she like, okay, I can use this to my advantage. So she goes into scaring her and tells her to put on a watch, which is the watch. She got like a little watch, right? They tell her it's Brayden that we going after when it's really Tariq. And so she reluctantly agrees because she's afraid for her future. Huh?
They do that to a lot of women.
They do.
Yeah.
So then Tariq goes to meet with the lawyer that's over his dad's whole estate situation, and basically asks for his support in getting his sister from when he goes to custody court or whatever. At first he's a little reluctant, so he Tariq hit him with the blackmail, the little low blow joint, like well maybe I'll just go and try to get another lawyer over him to handle my dad's situation.
Take you off the estate.
So Buddy getting paid pretty good from that, I'm sure. So he was like, nah, I got you. Monet also, so Monet goes to talk with Lorenzo. They do their little conjugal visits. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the conjugal visit.
Shout out to the
Hey, look,
conjugal.
I ain't gonna cap. For you niggas in jail, just get married, you can just get pussy. Get married, you get pussy.
Yeah.
Conjugal visits. Unless you in one of them like extra super maxes where you can talk, where all the people you talk to are through a toilet. At Florence, I can't speak for y'all. Everybody else though,
Yeah.
you need conjugal visits.
Word. So she goes to have one of their usual visits, and she's talking to him about the situation with Zeke. So she's like, yo, we need this money. What's good? She don't want to. Of course, she's not going to tell him about the money missing out the safe. So she asked him about mortgaging off the crib, like get a second mortgage on the crib. We need your signature, and he was just like, nah. Like,
I ain't fucking with it.
but to his defense, he was like, use the money out the safe. So it wasn't like he wasn't down.
Yeah.
In his mouth, shit, we got that in the safe, get that out the safe and take care of it. But, which, you know what I'm saying, I kind of hate it from him because he don't know, like, bitch, I'm trying to help you.
Right.
You feel me? Like, so, I don't know.
He don't know. And look, he all he know is his money gotta come. It gotta be done.
Yeah.
He definitely.
He don't know that
he
you're being
business
double
minded.
dipped.
Yeah. He trying to get out.
Yeah.
Word. So, Zeke's out of the interrogation, thing and all that, but because Shorty put that video up, it's a lot of heat on him. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit going on. So Drew decided, like, yo, let me try to take matters into my own hand and try something. So he hit up his little he hit up his friend, his boyfriend, or whatever you want to call it. He hit up his boyfriend that played on the basketball team and was like, "Yo, we can use your help for something." And so, he was like, "Yeah, we down. What's good?" And what we find out is they did like what he said. They did a GoFundMe and a protest, so they didn't play that game.
Yeah.
They was like, "Yeah, if y'all not."
And which was wild because they didn't even attempt to show that.
Right, they could have showed like a little, but that's why it goes to show you what I was talking about earlier. Like it could be one of the, they probably shot that whole scene of being in the you know what I'm saying, and watching it, and it didn't make the final cut.
Yeah, and how does not even a slither of that not make the final cut? But it was substantial enough to have that as Drew to make a statement and storm off that was never followed up with.
Yeah.
That was never acknowledged again. It was just, I sent the text, we're here now, I mentioned it, but it happened. And that was it.
You talking about the protests, right?
Yeah, like
What they do,
it was just weird. Like
they don't reference this from it being from the standpoint of being there, but they do show when they're in the house and they show the news broadcasting about it.
Okay.
Yeah, like on the phone. They show it on the phone like real quick.
For it to be what it was, how they just for it to even have like a whole dialogue, not even a whole dialogue, just. It just seemed like it's like a deleted scene that stayed inside of the show.
Yeah,
it seemed like a deleted scene.
Yeah. So so Drew has the idea to get some help. So after that goes down, and Drew's all happy that Buddy did that for him. He goes to, I guess, celebrate, but Buddy tells him his boyfriend tells him I want to tell you something. The cops, back when everything happened at that club, they questioned me, and I kind of may have mentioned you or your family. So of course, Drew got upset, walked out and all that good shit.
Is that telling? Is that snitching?
What happened?
When Drew's boyfriend told him,
Drew's little secret slide at the school told the police that Drew and their family was involved in this situation. Is that telling?
No.
Is that snitching?
No.
How is it not?
I think it's like dry snitching. Maybe you're not intentionally, but you're giving them a reason to look at me. You shouldn't have said shit. You had no reason to say anything about me, my family, none of that. You should have shut your ass. You should have shut up. So maybe you didn't necessarily go in there and say we're selling drugs, and you probably don't. At that time, he didn't know anything about his family. You know what I'm saying? But it was information you didn't have to give. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Well, they asked the question because Buddy starting to peep a little bit, so that's why he came back to him. We'll get to that part, but you know what I'm saying? We'll get to that part. But but at the time that he spoke to the cops, no, he didn't know about his family. But just shut up, bro. There was no reason for you to say me, my name, my family name. We was out there, some random niggas jumped us or whatever. Like,
okay.
You ain't have to go into all that.
Okay, people like to talk.
Yeah. Hold on, what? What'd you say? Hold on, bro. I ain't trying to this nigga's trying to get canceled before.
Edit that out.
Drew so Drew, I guess, from walking from his boyfriend crib, he mad. He walks up, Zeke's outside, and there's one paparazzi guy.
That's that shade off from the crib.
Word. It's just one paparazzi guy that's like, yo, what's good? Asking them all, you know how paparazzi be.
Yeah.
So the dude brings up Lorenzo, Drew's father name. Like, he's in jail for such and such and such and such, and now you're So, you know, he reacts. You know, I'm pretty sure that was a good trigger for him. And he,
Yeah, for sure. Hit him with the zesty uppercut 5,000.
yeah, definitely. And so, you know, so at that point, Zeke hop up. He like, bro, chill. You know, I'm already under this heat.
Yeah.
So, you know, they walk off. You know what I'm saying? So we cut to, you know, a few more scenes. And now the family's at the crib. Monet's like, you know, kind of like, what's going on? Drew's pissed off. No. This is when actually Monet's pissed off about the money. I think they raised like $250K in one day, which I mean, in one day, I mean, damn.
Yeah, you know, hey,
But it ain't $1 million.
Them is slow.
Right. So she's just like, so Drew's pissed. He's like, bro, I did this. I had the basketball team do this and move up the bam. So he pissed. He like, bro, I'm out.
And we never saw. That's what we're talking about. We never saw.
Well, yeah, and the funny scene from that is as he was storming out, Method Man character was walking in. Yeah, Davis. What he said? What you go punch me too, young boy, or some shit like that. But his face, like the way he delivered the line and face, it was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious, but yeah. So basically, Davis comes in to tell them that Zeke has to do an interview, and the media outlet or company or whatever that who employed the guy who got punched by Drew,
right?
They won't press charges.
Which is filled by the role of the media person being filled by the role of the Queen Jemele Hill.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes, who was let go from ESPN a while ago and ended up starting her own imprint. Mind you, she was let go because of her multiple comments about Trump. She was suspended multiple times and then ended up eventually being let go. About her comments about Trump during his presidency, and then she ended up starting her own thing as far as her own podcast and everything just like that. And so, you know, so I just think it's dope to see her on Stars.
Yeah,
sure. Y'all go check her out.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to her doing her thing.
100% shout out to Jemele Hill. Love you, boo.
So Tariq shows Braden a video of his grandmother buying liquor and you know, hitting his sister. So it's basically just, you know, in that conversation, he also kind of alluded to the fact that like his mind just really ain't on. It really at this point the drugs is a means to an end. He needs money for his sister's situation and his mom. It's not like, nigga,
he ain't focused on trapping. He just like, yo, let me just get. I just need the trap money to pay for what I'm paying for right now.
Word. He ain't even worried about money because he know once he graduated he's straight, but he needs this cash right now for that. So, but Braden on the other hand, he like, bro, like this is what I want to do, so it's good. So it's like they're out, which again is the Tommy and Ghost, you know, dynamic.
You know and the funny part about it is that we got two college students. One who, once he graduates, will be set for life. And then the other one is just set for life whether he graduates or not.
Right.
He's already set, but they are both dead set on being drug dealers.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Tyreek's
like
dead set on being a drug dealer. He just knows that that's just all he knows.
Yeah.
But he needs the money.
But he proves that he knows more than that, and he wouldn't be in a situation if he focused on that. The reason that he's even in the situation because he decided that he wanted to be that. He never had to deal with this shit.
Now he does though.
Yeah. Because of his own decisions.
Granted, a lot of his bullshit has brought him here.
Yeah.
But now that he's here,
he ain't got no choice now.
He has no choice to do it because he needs his money for lawyers and you know, all that.
Because he decided to play in the Bentleys. He don't want the $10,000 lawyer, $5,000 lawyer. He need the Davis McLean $300, $400, $500 million lawyers and shit.
Right. So at the same conversation, you know, Brandon's like, bro, you know, let's kick it. Let's, you know, get some, you know, whatever, some food or whatever. Let's kick it.
Right.
So Tariq like bet, and right as you know, they confirming that.
The devil on the left shoulder comes.
Exactly. Kane hit up Brandon and was like, yo, let's ride out. And so Brandon is in this situation right now. His story arc right now, he's He's been
Braden.
manipulated.
He calling him Brandon. Man,
I'm sorry.
Braden.
Braden.
Who came up with Braden, bro? Braden. Anyway, so Braden.
He's white. That sounds like a white.
I mean, but Brandon is too.
Now, Braden is way more white.
It is.
Yeah, that's
it
what
is
I'm saying.
definitely got a little bit more Caucasian sprinkled on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But Braden, he's stuck in this thing because he's been manipulated by Kane right now, and so he's stuck between. He know how Tariq feel about working with Kane and whatever. But he's just so hooked on the streets and in the whole game of it all. So, but you know what killed me that you lie to your like your guy. You lie to him to go do exactly what he's telling. He's more connected with these people, so he know these people more than you. So if that's your right hand and you know what I'm saying, your ace, and he's telling you we not banging with Buddy specifically like that.
Yeah.
He's following behind Tommy's footsteps.
Yeah.
When Ghost was sitting there trying to tell Tommy, bro, they saying that Tommy's like, you don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
This is the exact same type of shit, but moving in directly. See, the thing is about this shit is that what we gonna find out is that Ghost and Tommy were the same level of fucked up as far as how violent they would be.
Yeah.
What we gonna find out is that Braden is gonna willing to go way further violently than Tariq is because you look at the little shit that we've been already seeing. Braden's been beat up the most already. He went through that. I took that when I say power scenes mean something. That scene of him being in his drawers while Tariq was throwing the phone in the fire at the motherfucking shit where they doing the crossing and he's joining the fraternity while Braden's joining the fraternity out here in his drawers, walking around, beating up, going through all this shit, being berated by his brother, Kane putting him through all this shit. Braden's gonna come out the other side a vicious motherfucker, while Tariq is gonna come out on the other side of very much a clean, super pristine, I don't get dirty motherfucker, and which is gonna cause Braden to be like, man, I will fuck you up, and that's what's gonna end up happening.
I don't know, cause I think even with Tommy and Ghost, I think once Tommy, I think it took a while for Tommy to get there, but once he flipped that switch, and even then he was particular about how and if and when he came at Ghost. But I think deep down he always had a
Ghost would always go to the darkest level that Tommy could think of going. He knew for a fucking fact.
Ghost knew him to
Ghost would go there too.
Right.
Because they did the same shit. Unlike Tariq and Braden, Tariq could kill him, which you ain't.
Yeah.
Tariq, like, what was there? Tariq can't fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tariq ain't. You know what I'm saying? Tariq ain't built for that beating somebody's face in.
Yeah.
Braden's gonna be the person who ends up being built to beat somebody's face.
So we already seen him fight how many times?
Out here
doing robberies and
all types of shit.
All
so
this shit exciting to him.
Speaking of Braden on some hot boy shit, so him and Kane hit up a jewelry store.
Now that was some white privilege shit.
It was.
Because the store is closed, but because I can show my black card that I have somehow the age of 18, 19 years old, because I'm that fucking privileged.
Right.
They're gonna let me in a store because I got a black card with my name on. How the fuck?
The writing to me on that part was stupid because you come up to a camera and flash your card with
your name on it.
With your name on it, without a mask, and then you go in.
And not only that, but you got bruises and marks all on your face. You're fucked up in the face.
How do you not expect to get fucked up?
You look like you robbed somebody already.
I'm not gonna say this happening, but this might be planning Kane and Kane and Mecca way for him to show up without a mask and all that to somehow, Braden, you about to get damn near life.
You going to jail.
You going to jail. And Tariq get out, what he gonna do without Braden?
Well, I don't
Can't
know
do shit
because
without
if that was gonna be the move, then it would have to be a way that you can set Braden up to only take the fall by himself. You got Kane connected.
But
So
that's the thing is that
if
Kane-
Braden
Kane-
goes down,
as far as they know, Kane
They
is a
know
motherfucker
every-
with a
they
mask.
know
What they
evidence.
hoping on is that Braden don't say shit, and the way the
come on,
manipulation.
you're not
that
finna
Braden
fuck
don't say
somebody
shit.
over while also hoping they don't say nothing about you doing the same thing
That
you
would-
got them
but
fucked
that's the
up
thing,
on.
that this is the what they call the grooming. Tyreek has already been grooming Braden not to say shit. Then you add on Kane's grooming not to say
This
shit.
is what
He's
I feel
being
you.
groomed to be this
And-
motherfucker.
and
I'm saying if
even
they're
in-
setting him up,
Yeah.
they're not at that point. If they're setting him up, they're not grooming him to not
Even-
snitch. They're just trying to set him up.
Even if that though, even if that, they still got Tyreek. Kane gonna tell Tyreek, yo, I'm gonna kill you if Braden. Yo, I got people that'll kill you if Braden. So you gotta tell Braden he can't say nothing about what we did.
But Monet wouldn't go down for that.
Yes, he would.
To
To protect the business, if it means protecting everything.
she don't want Kane. She talk all that shit, but
She
she don't
already
want.
done told Kane straight up, bro. Like
She don't want.
She not
Kane.
letting Kane go to jail.
Because Kane
she
part
not
of-
letting Tyreek. She not letting. If
Other
Tyreek go
than-
to jail, that's it for the
Other than
business.
Kane and Tyreek, who else is making money in their organization?
Nobody.
But who's
So
more
guess what? They
valuable
will-
to Monet right now, Kane or Tyreek?
I don't know.
Because
Because Tyreek shows he can bring.
Braden is the most valuable player to the
But-
whole thing.
but-
She don't even know it yet.
But she don't know. But from her perspective,
Was that the sixth man of the
she
year?
knows that, or at the very, she feels that Tyreek's more valuable. Kane is not dead and still in this story based on the fact of him being blood. That's literally the only thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now, what's more valuable to the business is Tyreek. Tyreek's her golden boy right now. That's why we was talking on the other episode where it damn near seemed like that's her own. It seemed like she get all her work and just hand it over to Tyreek. Like she ain't got nobody. Like so, but
Which makes it weird is that how are they so dominant in
exactly.
shit?
So
Like,
maybe
what
they
was
just
going
focusing
on?
on this part, but I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like Tyreek is more valuable to her than Kane.
Yeah, I think that they did a failure in giving the full network circle.
Yeah,
For it
or
to
just
make
how
sense.
big. Yeah,
Because before you knew Ghost dealt with the essays, the Africans, the
Right, type of
Jamaicans,
people.
the
Like, you
the-
see,
you know what I'm saying, the niggas round the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I'm saying? The Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you knew who Ghost.
yeah.
Yeah,
How they Ghost get it in, how they go sometime and get it in, how they go sometime and get it off, which directions in the city they was going
Right.
through, how did they do it, what was their cleaning methods, da da da. Tyreek shit is just some like
word.
mythical world drug dealer shit that,
Right.
Right.
that somehow exists on a random white campus.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we alone for the rock.
So FBI Whitman, he's still trying to connect Zeke even after his alibi checks in. So they see the video of Zeke being where he at, and so now he's like, oh, well that means he must have paid. And it's like, bro, this man is he go to a rich, I guess, school, if you will, but come on, bro.
Yeah.
He an athlete. Them athletes ain't getting paid shit. He paid a career cop to go kill a professor.
Right, over some pussy.
Right.
A number
It
one
just-
draft pick
Right.
who about to get all the pussy in the world hired a killer to kill
A cop.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's
Like,
right.
That's why they had to have a nigga step in and be like, bro, whatever you talking about is bullshit.
It sounds retarded. Like,
sounds dumb, bro.
I just want you to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that should be a new rule. Whatever you thinking sometimes, say it out loud and see if it still sounds good.
Word.
Or write it down take a nap,
Right.
wake up, read it.
Right. Oh, especially when it comes to text messages.
just do it. Just,
Word.
oh shit! I sounded like that.
So Davis gets a call for Zeke to turn himself in to jail the next day.
So
What was that all for again?
I'm trying to figure out, right? Again, another writing flaw. So in between the time of the
shit.
interview ending and Zeke walking off and then them arguing in the back, the DA had the time to call a judge and get a warrant drawn up, signed and dated.
Well, yeah, that's what I had skipped over that part. Yeah, like, so Tariq was helping Zeke prep for the interview.
Yeah.
Davis got a little copy of the questions that were supposed to be asked.
Mm-hmm.
Tariq helped him prep for it. He goes and does the interview, and the interview eventually goes off script. And being based on what we talked about earlier, he just not being of that cloth.
Yeah.
He fell for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Made himself look bad and just made himself look extremely guilty. So then after that, Davis gets the call, for him to turn himself in. And Mecca meets with, I don't even know what I was typing right there.
Yeah,
Mecca met with with Monet.
Yeah.
I put money. He meets with Monet. And so, she's basically telling him, like, yo, I know you paid the $1 million for, and this was a big reveal. So this scene was a big reveal for everybody.
Every time they talk is a big reveal. The first one I thought was dumb.
When he was just at the restaurant.
Yeah, when it was like, oh, you did. Oh, of course you would be the one sending all the cars blasting out a certain song.
Yeah.
And you would be the one who turned over my trash cans.
Right.
Like, shut your ass up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that was a stupid reveal.
Yeah. Yeah. But this one was a big reveal. So it turns out that Mecca is Zeke's father, and that actually Monet is Zeke's mother. And that they had him when they were like 16, when they was teenagers. So it seems like Monet gave her son to her sister, who must have been, I'm assuming, older, and she raised him as her son, which would explain the relationship Monet has with her nephew.
Yeah.
So, all right, I just got a few questions.
My questions go to the casting.
Precisely. So okay, all right. So yeah, you've been told me for 2 seasons now.
Word.
That you have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
One is the oldest, A.K. The other is Diana, who was college age, who was the middle child. Or is Drew the middle child?
Drew's the oldest.
Drew's the oldest?
No, Drew's the second oldest.
Yeah, I think Kane is the. I don't know.
Can't.
One of them the oldest.
Either way, you have presented Zeke
right.
as a college age basketball player,
Right.
but somehow.
Right.
He has to be the oldest.
Right.
He's definitely the oldest.
He has to be. Because there is no other way that you are hiding the fact that this happened, and you have 3 other children by one nigga that you've been with for a while since this guy, who's also been in jail for a minute.
Yeah, that don't add up. Cause that would put
and this is Zeke is college age, but at the same time, Diana is supposed to be college age, but she's supposed to be denied from able to go to college.
So she got to be at least 18.
She got to be at least 18.
Yeah.
Zeke is what? 19, 20, 20. What?
So
You
they
talking
all
about
got to
him
be
being going to
between
the
18,
NBA.
18 and 21.
Yeah. And me, maybe I'm thinking too logical,
She was having
basketball
them back to
minded.
back
As
to
a
back.
basketball nigga, if you that good, you anywhere between at most 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At most. And then you got Drew, who's old enough to be on a college campus, and Zeke, who looked like he damn near 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How in the fuck did this?
I don't know how they gonna bring
Yeah,
this
I
on.
don't know how they gonna-
Does this even break down and make sense?
We need some calendars or
Yeah, I don't
something.
know how they gonna put that all together. I don't know.
Was she cheating? Is this a side baby?
Right. I don't know.
How did she convince y'all that this was a cousin? How did she hide a baby bump for 9 months? I have a lot of questions.
All type of shit. Yeah.
How they came up with this shit?
All type of shit.
All type. So then, you know what I'm saying? We kind of jump into episode 5. At this point, we jump into episode 5. So this is when Davis, Monet, and Zeke goes to the police station. So they're about to turn in Zeke. But as they walk in, they basically was like, yo, you know, we good. Zeke ain't got to turn himself. Which y'all could have called me before I
You
left.
could have made a phone call about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what in...
Unless this shit happened within the 2 minutes of me walking in the door right here, bro. Like,
Hey,
y'all could have said
power
something.
people. Who's writing this shit?
Word.
Y'all gotta get it together.
Yeah, because ain't
I
no
gotta
way.
get some of these parts together. We let y'all make some mistakes, but don't keep.
Yeah, like some shit is just insulting my intelligence.
Word. So that after that, Mecca and Monet meet again, and Mecca admits to being the one who paid for Zeke, and I don't know, bro. Buddy applying the right kind of pressure though, and then he pulled out 3 P like, yo,
That's my
come with me. I'm gonna get all your kids and my son a trust fund. You get with me, everybody getting paid. Once like everyone taken care of, you don't. Cause that's how she keep kicking it to him. Like, it's my family. I gotta do this. I gotta make sure
Like,
everyone's straight. You know what I mean? So
now, again, just me finding potholes. Where the fuck did you find a trust fund out of drug money?
well, he got legitimate businesses.
He's made legitimate businesses out of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he offers the trust fund. You know, at this point you could tell she cracking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At this point you could tell Monet, like, bro,
She don't know what to do.
I was that old person. Well, not even old person. You know how your auntie or your mother be in the movie theater, like, girl, take it, girl.
Yeah.
That was me. I like, shit.
Better go.
You better go.
Right.
Tell what you were talking about.
And at the time, shit, her husband, he got a life sentence with with no possibility of parole. He ain't getting out.
Right.
I'm out here getting shot at and everything.
Yeah.
This man
He ain't
talking
getting
about
out
trust
no time
funds.
soon.
If I was one of her kids and I heard she didn't take that shit, I'd be pissed.
I'll be pissed. But I could go be this nigga
Right.
accountant.
Right.
Come on now.
You got me out in the streets
Go
about
carry-
to die, and you
carry
want me
his
to
bag.
be his accountant and
Yeah.
all these
Make sure
other...
y'all paper straight.
Right.
So then
I'm soldiering. I'm out here, mama.
So then we transition to, and after episode 6 and beyond, I want to touch more on bases on these scenes more. But I really like how they have these classroom discussions about philosophy and things like that, and it always correlates with the theme of the episode. But in this particular scene, Ms. Milgram. Ms. Milgram, Professor Milgram, like she like on Tyreek ass
About
karma. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
let me ask y'all this, because personally, I don't personally believe in karma. I do believe you reap what you sow, but I don't believe in karma.
I believe in karma.
I believe.
I just don't. I believe in karma, but I believe that a lot of people don't see it when the karma comes because it might come. You might did something crazy in 1999, but it's just now coming in 2021.
Yeah.
That's the thing. No, that's the thing is that I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that's karma. I believe that's a seed that you sow, that it just like it grew over time, cause like you saw the signs of it over time. It ain't just something that just stayed quiet and just came back to you suddenly. You saw the seeds of it growing. You saw it growing over time. Like karma, the way people like to describe karma and what karma actually is and things like that is people treat karma like it's a fucking boogeyman shit. Like,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't that tight. Ain't that tight. I know like some like flaws I did, and then I know some flaws that happened to me, and I look back on it, I'll be like, damn, but I did. That was maybe that shit happened because I did this to that person back in whatever, and that's my karma. Like even when, like I might have known. I don't want to say that, but like, for example, if you know somebody that like killed somebody before, 8 to 10 years ago, and all of a sudden 10 years later, a person close to you got killed. Like you can't see that. You can't see that coming. That happened.
I mean, but like I said, like I don't.
I don't think you should.
I don't consider. To me, I don't consider that. I don't consider that karma. I don't even believe. Well, I ain't gonna count for the way me personally, how I would move. Sometimes eye for an eye for me makes sense, but I just don't believe in like. I just don't believe that karma. I just don't believe in this like. Because not everything that you do has necessarily a thing that's going to react to. That's what karma is that everything that you do has a reaction that will eventually affect you on the back end. And that's just not true. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be sitting around here and let's, for example, you cheat on a girl or whatever with a woman and you fuck her and you come inside this bitch. Sometimes you just did that. There's nothing that comes behind that again.
But it doesn't.
That shit. You just move on with life. There are some shit that happens to where there is not a get back to it. It just kind of just goes on with life.
But all right, you say that. All right, you say that. But say you did that to a girl.
Yeah.
You cheated, nutted her, she ended up killed, whatever.
Yeah.
In that image, you look like a fuck nigga or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that karma might not happen to you.
Yeah.
But it might happen to your sister.
Or your daughter.
That karma ain't coming back on you, but you got the karma is that now you gotta look at your sister and her daughter in that way you treated that girl.
I don't look at that as karma.
But that's karma.
That's karma. Yeah.
I don't look at that. That's what I'm saying. I don't look at that as karma.
I mean, I don't look at that as a red cup.
I believe in reaping what you sow. Is like if you sow like sowing isn't just you do something and you just drop sowing something like you water it. Like this is something that you are doing and that you are doing. You believe in it and you stand on it, and this is just what it is, and you just do it, and you gonna move off of it, whatever. Shit gonna come from that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow off of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's positive karma, though.
But no, that's not positive or negative. It could be positive or negative for how you move with that. As far as reaping and sowing, but as far as karma is concerned, it could be good karma, bad karma. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just don't believe that. I just don't believe in what goes around comes around type thing. Because you can put all the positivity in the world and get negative shit back until the day that you fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and who's to
Now
say?
that
You know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
agree.
Like,
That
you know
part
what I
I
mean?
do
Like
agree
that.
with.
You can put negativity in the world all day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I say negativity comes back to you to the day. Like, you know what I mean? People in this world should be like, bro, like, or who are evil motherfuckers who
Yeah,
lived off of evil all their
but
whole fucking life.
yeah, but I look at it. But
Like,
again, I look at it
that's not
different.
karma,
If I've been positive all my life and it didn't necessarily come to me, but some positive shit happened to somebody that's close to me, that's kind of I look at that as a different session of karma. That karma didn't necessarily come to me, but that happened over there to that person.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
saying
agree.
that karma gotta necessarily directly come to you.
And I think what people don't, they look
But
for value for value.
Right.
Some people think if I give you $10, my karma needs to be $10 given to me at some point in time, which that's
yeah,
not how karma works. I could give you $10 because you need it,
I'm gonna come back.
and then like a year from now, I might be in a position where I really need $3,
right.
and you know what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know. Like it's just.
Yeah, it just to me like I just don't like for me like I believe there's a difference between leaving legacy and leaving. I believe in leaving legacy and leaving teachings,
Yeah.
leaving lessons and leaving legacies for the next whoever kid, grandkids, this, that, and the third, versus what I do landing on the next and the karma of me, you know what I'm saying, going to go fucking kick down somebody's door, gotta go land on my fucking grandkid or some shit like that because somebody decided to rob their ass like or something like that. Like I just don't believe that has anything to do with each other. I just don't. Because if that's the case and everything that's bad that happened in all of our lives has something to do with somebody else did, I just don't put that much power in people.
I believe that though.
Yeah.
I don't put that much power in people.
Or the karma isn't about putting power in people.
It is though, because if something as bad has happened to me, it's because somebody else did something bad before me that I may have not known nothing about. That's power in that person and what their actions did.
No, not
I
necessarily.
don't believe in that.
Power in people would be if I wanted something to happen to you, good or bad, and I willed it. And then you have to accept that me as an individual.
And that's what I believe in. When I say I believe in that, I believe in more free will, that you have the will to. If you decide you want to do some shit to me, then that's just a decision that you made. Versus my granddaddy robbed somebody, and now because he did that, then somehow it just was divine time for that energy to come back down and hit you to make you rob me as the karma for him or what the fuck he did that he ain't even here to even deal with.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
like what the fuck? Like, you know what
I
I'm saying?
always tell people you should. I don't know.
But I'm a person but I'm a person that believe everything is connected to something.
Yeah.
Something I'm doing is connected to something.
I believe that. I just believe it's to a higher power versus like just a revolving.
But I believe karma
bullshit.
comes from a higher power. The higher power.
Yeah,
I believe
okay.
God controls the karma that goes around.
Yeah, I feel
I don't put that karma power in no individual, but I think God is controlling everything that's happening from people by karma, and to people that give something positive away, expecting positive to come back. I believe that you didn't do it for your genuosity. You did it because you think positivity gonna come back. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Like if you ask me for $100, I'll give you $100 off of genuine. Genuine $100.
Yeah.
I'm not about to ask you day by day when you gonna give me that $100 back. Because I do you being that genuine person.
Or I don't look because I gave you that $100 for me to get $100 back or $1,000 back down the line. From
No, I don't look at that.
Not from you or just anybody.
Yeah.
There are some people believe that
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna get this person $100 because eventually down the line, whether it be from you or somebody else, I'm gonna get $1,000 back from something.
Yeah, no,
I don't think that. No, I just gave you $100. Like that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like like. I just don't believe God has just this constant revolving door of shit, and it just randomly hits people.
Let's goddamn get back to That was good. That was a good discussion though. But let's get back to
okay.
So after that, so yeah, I like how they had those philosophical discussions.
Like we just
had. And how they and how it correlate to the story of that particular episode.
Should have been in that room. I would have tore their ass apart.
So
that's what I was thinking. Looking at them,
after they have this conversation, Tariq and Lauren, they walking away from class, they just kind of talking like Shorty was kind of like hype, woo, woo. So they walking and Monet, she just there. She like, yeah, nigga, I need to come out, come on. Like, so, Tariq basically, he got to bounce. And so he gets in the car with Monet. So she pretty much addresses up. Tariq lied about Laurent, Romero. I always get the buddy name. Ramirez. She brings up, Tariq lying about it because she did. She asked him straight up, like, you had anything to do with it? Did you do it? And he was just like, no. Yeah, he was just basically like, no. So, she addressed him about that. And, so he came clean and all of that. So she kind of did the same situation with Kane. You know what I'm saying? So now she tells Tariq, all right, cool. Well, your mission is, for you to get back trust, your mission is I need you to find out who Kane Connect is. So, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, we see Kane with Mecca. So Kane starts complaining about his situation and Tariq. So Mecca give him a little advice, like, yo, well, find out his weakness, woo, 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 and exploit that. So then we see Tariq following Kane to see, he trying to peep out who his connect is, and that goes
left,
horribly wrong, completely left. Get his ass whooped, which I can't lie, it made me feel good.
No, for sure. It made him realize one thing. As much as you think he like his daddy, he's really not.
Because
Ghost would have never got caught. When have you ever seen Ghost get caught creeping?
Ghost would have did some other shit, bro. He would have got
Ghost would have
found a regular civilian that lived in there.
Yeah.
Goddamn. He would have either used his charm from a girl that lived there.
Yeah.
Or he would have found like some civilian to be cool with to live in there. Then he would have found his way into that fucking elevator and goddamn, he would have found his way. Like, Ghost would have did some amazing shit.
Found his way.
He would have found his way in there.
By the way, side note,
so
charm gets you guys a long way.
Yeah, facts.
Y'all niggas be running around here trying to tough talk everything in every situation.
Yeah, facts.
Don't get nowhere for a reason. I'm telling you. It's so it's very possible to beat somebody up with a smile.
Yeah, Tariq get his ass beat.
I felt good. I felt good watching him walk around the rest of the episode with a black eye and all that. It felt I don't know. I felt like Ghost whooped his ass. Like that's he needed an ass whooping.
You ever look at some shit like, yo, what the fuck is this? Man? Is it worth it?
Go for it.
No,
it's the last drop.
Nigga, you know how crazy I look taking the last drop out this shit?
Pour it in the cup.
So Tariq get jumped.
Yeah.
Well, not even jumped. He get his ass whooped by one dude. It wasn't even a jump. One dude ran up on him, whooped his ass. And then I think they just from the screen, they was just like, you know, who was Buddy?
Tyreek can't fight because Ghost is not getting beat up by one nigga.
Ghost would have beat that nigga ass, took his card or whatever way to get in.
Right.
And got him.
Before the camera ever seen shit.
Where so that goes wrong. So basically, of course, you know, Kane and everybody peeped that. You know, Kane lied and said he don't know who Buddy is.
You don't know who Tyreek is.
Right. But
Because he know the play.
yeah,
He can't have Tyreek killed.
he can't. So you know, so that's that. Kane, Tyreek opens to Diana about, you know, his little sister. So Diana, she trying to, you know, her mom's is trying to give her the game on how to be pretty much a boss / hot girl, but she ain't trying to hit none of that because she want Tyreek.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
She ain't trying to hit none of that
Now
shit.
one thing that was good advice which is true. I ain't gonna say for all niggas, but for a good amount of niggas. You want to get, for a woman, if you want to get something out of a nigga, dangle it in front of him. Let him feel like he can get it without actually giving it to him.
Yeah.
But that's what she said, but that's not what she was doing. Because dude was coming through busting it open.
Oh, for
She,
sure.
no, actually,
she
she
was
said,
full of cap.
actually, she said, give them a little bit and then let them see that you can take it away from them and they gonna come back. Like,
Right, but she wasn't doing that. She only did that to try to prove a point, but that really wasn't.
yeah, exactly what she was doing, right?
What
She was trying to talk
She
good
was-
shit in
yeah,
front of her daughter.
yeah. She was.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Which that was.
Hey,
We go. Right. Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Yeah.
They do that.
Right. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Let's just play it safe and leave it at that.
Yeah,
They
for
do
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Those 3 words.
100.
Right. So all right. So Monet goes back to visit Lorenzo and speak about Zeke. Davis goes to see his brother, and I really like the fact that they using Redman as his brother. But we also, from this conversation, is also another kind of where we get a definite, yeah, I'm in here because I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
Like Davis' character did something in his past, and his brother took the fall for it, which, you know, shows us why he's so, you know what I'm saying, serious about getting his brother out. But at the same time, his brother's just as serious as staying in his brother's mind, there's no way of you getting me out without putting yourself in here. So
Right.
I'm really not even putting my eggs in that basket.
You were the one who was gonna make it. I was
Right.
already the fuck up anyway.
Right.
Right. So, yeah.
So just
let it be how it's gonna
send
be.
me money on my book.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was
Right.
gonna end up here anyway.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, so basically after this,
That's disgusting. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
so Monet pulls up on Tyreek again. Monet be low key pissing me off, bruh.
Low key for you?
Yeah. high key.
Okay.
So Tyreek now he has a situation set up, the hearing and everything for his sister. He's on his way to the hearing. Monet pulls up, get in. She pissed off now about him getting caught following Kane. So then she go tell him, you go sit in this car and lose your sister. Bro, you gonna have to kill me, bro. Like, you gonna have to sit right here in front of this courthouse and kill me.
Another scene flaw for you guys. Okay, cool. Here's the thing. You could say that she had the locks on the car where you can't get out. Right?
In a Porsche.
Except for they don't make cars like that anymore. You can just press a button and get the fuck out. Anyway, let's just say for the sake of argument that I'm fucking wrong.
Right.
And that she locked them in there with a gun in front of a courthouse
Right.
with a car
I was
running.
thinking that when I was watching.
Like a nigga can't just tap on the fucking window. Like a nigga can't just, hey,
Yeah.
in front of a fuck, you gonna shoot me in front of a courthouse, bitch?
Right.
This is where you decide to do this at?
Yeah.
We gonna sit right here, you gonna lose what we lost, and you gonna sit right here in front of the courthouse in front of all these police officers and lawyers and judges and magistrates and district attorneys and media and cameras, and you gonna lose your sister and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're not gonna get out, you're not gonna run, you're not gonna unlock the car, you're not gonna do anything. What the fuck?
That's how it be, though.
What the fuck?
Tyreek did tell her what it is.
Yeah, he did. He turned.
He didn't have to do all of that though.
he
That's
had
what
to
I'm saying. Like,
but he was just pissed at that point. Like, look, bitch, you think you got it all
Let me tell
together.
you about
Let me
your-
tell you about your whole that.
Let me tell you how
Now
much
is that
I-
snitching?
no, it's not.
Nah, he
No, I ain't gonna lie. Some of that was snitching.
It was low key.
A lot of that
Some
was
of it
some
was
snitching.
low-key
That was some snitching ass shit.
But it was.
He talking
No,
to a drug lord.
that was some snitching
No,
ass shit.
bruh.
Yeah,
He
about
talking to a drug lord. Let him
Yeah,
know,
about
listen.
about the rest of his team. Putting them down so he could get out, get away. That's snitching.
That was a low key.
That's snitching.
It was just, to me. It was just like, look, bitch, because you really think you got it together. You finna come to my office and lose my sister. Look, since you think you know it all, bitch.
Yeah, let
your
me-
son
let me
doing
break
this,
down
your
your
son
kids.
doing this.
Yeah.
So you need to go and tally on off and go handle your family and let me go. You feel me? Because apparently you got a lot of shit
You got a lot of shit going
that you
on.
need to handle. But yeah,
Right
Tyreek
now.
definitely played that card well. But it was some light snitching.
They even like
It
snitching.
was some light snitching.
Only reason, you know what? Only reason I call it light snitching because there wasn't no time attached to it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know she ain't killing the motherfuckers.
Right.
She might go whoop somebody ass.
She gonna whoop somebody. That's why it's light snitching. It's still snitching though.
No, it's very, very much still snitching.
and they
but-
tight as telling.
Right.
So you know, she was like, "All right, well, nigga, you go ahead and get out." You know what I'm saying? At this point, she got a lot on her mind. You
Right.
feel me? So he run into the custody hearing, and you know he does have his father's. He has a younger version of his father's intelligence. I give him that, and I think that's where that train is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so you know when he went into the custody hearing, he did give a good.
No,
you
he's
know,
a liar. He's a great liar.
He's
like
a
his
great
dad.
liar. You go in
He's
there
a
with a
great
busted
liar.
up face and eye and still win a custody hearing for your daughter. I mean your little sister.
It has a great explanation for it.
You're right. So you know what I'm saying. So you know so. He wins the custody hearing. It's a temporary situation. They said we'll check back in with
No, what
you.
time I flag and play? I lied. He didn't have an explanation for that shit.
Not for the face.
Now, okay, imagine this: an 18-year-old kid who's been accused of killing his father, who has lost his mother, who was accused of killing their father, and has been accused of being a drug kingpin, whose sister's been killed, shows up to his grandmother's. Who shows up to his sister's custody case against his grandmother, who was a drunk,
Yeah, throw the whole family.
with a fucked up face, who look like he just got his ass whooped
Right.
before he walked in to get custody for his sister, and he got it without having to give any explanation as to why his face looked like that.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't get
That's
power.
almost.
Stop.
That's
Okay,
almost.
y'all can't keep doing shit like that.
That's almost like some white privilege shit.
Right.
Like.
Right.
But he's
But
an
he's
18-year-old
a
black
black-
kid
yeah.
with no like.
And he wins the case. So at this point, he feeling like he on cloud nine. He's
Yeah,
straight.
he's
You know what I'm
straight.
saying? And good.
And,
gets
and
to
mind
school.
you, if we follow the rest of the episode, him winning that case is the dumbest shit on earth.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely plot armor.
Yeah.
It was definitely, like we just need this to happen for him.
Yeah.
We need to bring him all the way up, down, all the way up, because the very next scene everything get pulled from up under him.
Like,
Because then he goes to school, and he, you know what I'm saying? He see his boy Braden. He's shaking his head like, bro, don't say shit. Like it's not looking good. Type joint. Next thing you know, 12 pull up on him like, bro, you arrested for the murder of Romero.
I think Brady was trying to give him a head nod to get the fuck out of
nigga,
here.
the fuck. That's what
he
he
was trying
did.
to like get the hell
Bro,
out.
run, nigga. What Rush Hour did?
But I don't know if y'all ever been arrested or been arrested in public, bro. But they definitely, bro, to get arrested on your campus and then do that shame walk all the way to the cop car and drive off.
Look, man.
Everybody looking at you.
Look, man.
Half of them looking confused. Half of them looking like fucking nigger, and the
Right,
other half is like,
right.
oh, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, I ain't get arrested in public.
ooh, bro.
That whole scene.
I got handcuffed in front of my mom.
Ooh,
That
that's a motherfucker.
that was a bad scene.
That's a motherfucker.
That's a bad scene.
Hey, look, I'm gonna run. Man, my mom have get my if I'm in front of my house, I'm not going down. I'm running. They had to see me getting carried to the police car. I'm not walking to a police car. I'm talking about they gonna have to carry me. Cause I'm guaranteed I'm gonna. You know how you just let your body dead weight to the ground.
You know the way these niggas do, that knee might be coming right behind you.
Right. Oh, you resisting?
You feel? All right.
Type of shit.
He got a gun.
Right.
Man.
Right. So
power. Y'all do too much. That don't make sense. I love y'all. I've been here for how long has it been? I feel like it's been almost 10 years now.
That shit been
Power been out for a long. It ain't. We did.
Power been out for a while.
We did 6 seasons of regular Power.
Then I think they took like a year break.
We took a year break, so that's 7 years. And then we got 1 year of Ghost,
Yeah.
and we on the 2nd year of Ghost.
Yeah.
We damn near. We pretty much 9 years in of Power.
Yeah. And they ain't stopping no time soon.
And they ain't stopping no time soon. And I just want y'all to do certain shit for me. Just make sure shit makes sense.
Yeah.
You let the man the same day he get a custody win. If I know anything about courts, you had a murder warrant for a police officer against the same guy you just gave custody of his little sister to over his fucking grandma.
That was definitely for a dramatic. I think that was just riding for the dramatic. To bring, we're gonna bring him all the way up. Everything he wanted, he got. He got the girl. You know, he done walked in the class.
Got the crib. He got a new crib.
All that. And now he finna walk the class with that little pep in his step, and we finna pour the whole rug from up under him. And then we go drop it off at the season. That part was a great, setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So being that we're now at the end of the first half, this is the season finale. What are your predictions?
But before we wrap it up, I gotta give a shout out to one of the greatest quotes in TV history. And that is when Tyreek read the note from his dad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We kind of stopped. You know, he got arrested and went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there. We didn't finish that. He got arrested, went to jail.
His dad's estate lawyer.
This was so beautiful.
I hope that I would never have to be here, but I was said to give you this in case you were ever arrested for a homicide. And the note said, little nigga, I knew you would be here one day. Nothing else. That's it. That was it.
Right.
That was it.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Signed your dad.
Right.
Little nigga. I knew you'd end up here one day.
And I know.
No, nothing else. No advice.
No, nothing.
No, I got a lawyer for you.
Ghost is in heaven
No.
looking down, feeling good, laughing. Little nigga. Emphasis. Oh man,
Hey,
that's
man.
my Ghost the GOAT, bro. Tyreek ain't leaving no letters for nobody after he died, bro.
Tyreek ain't thinking that far.
Thinking that, bro. How you thinking that far ahead? Like,
Because
this-
Ghost seen it in his son. He was like, alright.
And he seen
Right.
it in Tasha Tate.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how it actually ends. With Tyreek receiving the letter from his father. So yeah, so what are your predictions for the second, or episode 6 or the second half of the season?
Well, I'll just touch on my prediction for episode 6. I think Tyreek eventually gonna get out, but I don't think it's gonna be episode 6. I think they're gonna give us one episode of him trying to figure it out,
Yeah, for sure.
of who he gonna use to get him out, basically.
And I think
Who do you think will get him out?
I think Lauren and Tate end up teaming up to get him out.
Lauren and Tate.
Yeah, I think no, put you like that. I think. All right, here's my. Lauren finds out who he is.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like it, but she's kind of down for it. Effie and Diana go even harder for him.
Yeah,
But I think that Monet and Lorenzo ends up getting him out. Not even Monet. I think Lorenzo is the one who ends up getting him out.
EPN.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Ain't nothing I can do right.
You know what I think will happen?
You can definitely keep
I
it.
think Kane go take the fall for it. Not even saying he's going to voluntarily do it, but I think whether it's somehow Monet finds out that Kane was the one that set him up, or he finds out. But I think it's going to be wrapped around. Maybe it's Lauren. Maybe Lauren can place him. Oh yeah, no, that was such and such. I've seen him in there a few times. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Lauren places him there or what. But I think it's going to come to Kane taking the rap for it and having to go to jail for it, and Tyreek getting out.
You know what? I just thought about something that I didn't take into consideration. As far as Tate is concerned, is the Weston, him wanting that Weston connection,
Mm-hmm.
and that Braden being that Weston connection,
Mm.
and that Tate using that because he wants that counselor's chair
Yeah,
and whatever that may be to get Tyreek out of jail, and then Braden wanting Tyreek out of jail. That is kind of they do some type of
So Tyreek could probably tell
Some type
Jaden to
of
go
word.
holler at Tate.
they'll do some type of work in that instance to make it all work, and then everybody got to figure it out on the back end. But now Tyreek is exposed to people he didn't mean to be exposed to. So now Milgram believes that, or will always believe that he did it. So she will always hate him and have a vendetta out against him. The police officers will as well. And then Lauren will know who he is now too. And then now their relationship dynamic is changed. And how she
They're not
views
going
the
to be
other
together.
people.
I don't think him and Lauren going to make it.
They can't be together publicly. That's going to be the
Yeah.
thing, and that's what's going to drive them together more so than anything. Is them not being able to be together publicly because of how she is. She's defiant against her parents.
yeah.
That's what drove her
She
towards
gonna
Tariq in
want
the
to
first
fuck.
place.
She gonna. That should be weird. She gonna want to fuck with it even more.
Yeah,
But I think that's what's gonna break her heart. He go find out either that she had the wire thing on.
Yeah, that
she's
too.
definitely gonna. He's gonna find out because she's gonna tell him.
Right. It's going to be something, but I don't think they're going to make it out of this season together because they also have to
Not flawlessly, anyway.
I don't think they're going to make it out together at all. I think it's going to be a breakup.
Yeah.
And I think the next season is going to explore him and Diana.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about, again, it's a parallel of Ghost. You got to kind of almost look at book 2 as a prequel set in the future.
It was
That's played out with your kids.
It was supposed to be the prequel that we thought we were gonna get when it showed all three of them coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's living a mirror life for that.
Yeah, he's living a mirror life versus a prequel. And the real prequel is quote unquote the Kanan story, which is just 50 Cent giving us Get Rich or Die Trying and episodically.
Right. Over again.
Basically. So yeah, that's what I think. I think they're not going to make it out this season together. And then I think next season they're going to explore him and Diana dynamic. But how he get out, I think it's gonna all turn back on Kanan. I think that's how they gonna get him out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kane.
Okay, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah, Kane.
I think it's all gonna come back on Kane.
Lazy motherfuckers. You couldn't have gave him another name.
Right. Yeah, that was a little spot on. That was a little spot on.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell you who the bad guy is.
Let's just take the Nin off.
Right.
Instead of Kanan, just Kane.
Right.
So creative.
Yeah, I think Tate gonna be the key to getting him out. I think he gonna use Tate to his advantage because they already just kind of been using each other.
Yeah.
And they only did each other keys to what they want. Tate can't go to nobody else and get what he wants.
Well, if he go to Tate, he got to come with something because Tate already played out his side of the deal on his sister shit without getting any information. So
yeah, but Tate still wants something though.
Yeah, he might have to send Winston.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably gonna ask for more than what he already asked for, but only Tyreek could get that to him. So, and I think that's gonna be Tate's way of trying to figure out how to get him out. He probably used Simon to try to get him out.
I don't know. Because he said he has dinner with the commissioner.
But no, that's the thing is that we also got to think about it's a whole lot.
But Simon is on Tate's side, so Tate is like, I need this. I need Tyreek to get out.
Yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily say Stein is on Tate's side. He's just using because Stein don't give a damn about Tate. When Tate's like, oh yeah, that's nice.
No, here's why they all in bed together. Because Simon Stern is, if I remember from the original shit, was tight with the Democratic Party, which is how Ghost got in.
Mm-hmm.
Slick.
Yeah.
And Tate is still trying to get a council chair within that. Mm-hmm. It just so happens that Simon Stern is also the person that got Tyreek in this school in order to help Zeke, who is the number one prospect, who is still in fucking school.
Yeah.
So Simon Stern needs that shit. It's a lot of
which is why they was all in that meeting.
Yeah.
Because they all
need each other.
I'm just curious to see how if Monet and them still gonna work with Tyreek and how they gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see about this Lorenzo and Mecca situation.
Oh, that's gonna be who?
Oh yeah, because Lorenzo.
That's gonna blow up.
By the way, Monet's tight. It's very obvious.
It's very obvious.
Spanish, bald, and a beard.
Yeah.
Swole
them niggas look like they brothers.
They got the same skin tones. They even talk with the same monotone voice.
Right.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about casting. Let's talk about casting for half a second. I haven't seen... The last time I've seen casting like this...
No, the casting.
And don't get me wrong, I love the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know if y'all remember that Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that was terrible. that was
when you had Whitney, Whoopi Goldberg, a black woman, with same buddy with Stein, whatever, with him, buddy who played Stein.
Yeah.
They were the mom and dad.
Yeah.
With an Asian son.
That shit crazy.
This is what like so you got Mary J. Blige, a black woman. She has 3 black kids, 2 chocolate, 1 caramel.
With a light skin,
with a light skin Puerto Rican. And then you got another dark skinned, tall, slim black son who's also fathered by a light skin.
Mind you, NBA size athletic.
I'm like, I'm lost. I'm lost.
And like
bro.
I said, they still gotta explain where the hell Zeke falls in this tree and how old everybody is right now.
And then they tried to sell us. They're gonna have Diana go to. Well, let's just make a scene where we just make Diane go to jail and she speaks Spanish.
Right.
No.
All she got to do is call him Papi, and it's good.
Right.
Y'all don't remember how Monet came home when Lorenzo was there, and you heard how they were talking. Lorenzo was not talking English to none of them kids.
Nah.
Yeah.
Strictly Spanish.
Yeah, the casting I don't know.
I got a lot of questions about a lot of shit.
Casting, y'all know damn well. Y'all could have did a little better than that. But yeah. So I mean, but yeah, so how y'all, how y'all feeling like the second half gonna be good? Y'all looking forward to the second half of the season?
I mean, shit, I'm about to go play it right now.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna go play it right now, but yeah.
I got a 15-minute ride, so I can start it.
But y'all hear our review for episode 6. Y'all see it at least by Tuesday. It'll be out.
No, we're gonna have to say that soon.
So yeah, y'all just wait for episode 6. We're gonna have that review soon. We just did 4 and 5, and y'all make sure y'all follow all of our individual Instagrams.
Luxury Life Juice
at DC Rock Trap.
Cloud_ the DP.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow us all, and this will be dropping on YouTube. Y'all just type in Trap Successful YouTube and it'll be there.
For sure. Make sure y'all get all the hottest gear from the hottest streetwear brand ever out there in the city, in the state, in the south, in the southeast, in the motherfucking country. Trap Successful at trapsuccessful.com.
Big facts.